December the 21st.
Winter solstice.
And one day before Mercury retrograde is done. Thank Lord.
Has it been rough for you?
No, it hasn't been rough for me, but it's been rough for my clients, which makes it a little different for me. You know, whereas I like to coast and maybe not do as much.
So you said that it makes things a little different for your clients. Like, how does it make things different? Like, what are your clients experiencing that maybe other people are experiencing as well, and they just don't know it?
This is true. My clients are having relationship problems. They're arguing amongst themselves. Communication is bad. My clients that are single, that are dating, or not, just people are just bad. You know, setting expectations that they don't even have themselves and expecting other people to do. I don't even know what to say.
Well, on a exciting note.
Yes.
So today is the winter solstice. Today is the darkest day of the year, and tomorrow starts the trek back towards the gaining of light. So that's pretty exciting. Yay, light!
Yay! And Christmas is Monday, and we won't be here on Monday.
We won't be here on Monday. Christmas is Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on for you for Christmas?
Nothing. I'm going to have a very quiet, relaxing Christmas.
Oh,
Just me and my son.
Girl, there is nothing wrong with that. I'm having a quiet, relaxing. I'm probably gonna binge watch some stuff. Christmas, just myself and my nephew.
I like the quiet of it all. You know, I just want a little bit of quiet, a little bit of relaxation. And it's because we're constantly talking to people all the time that it begins to become a bit much.
Mm-hmm.
And so that we need those times where we can go within and be quiet and not, just answer questions and things like that. And even with that, I'm just finding a new way to set boundaries. Because lately, I have been getting a lot of people who have been pushing my ability to set boundaries.
Oh, yes.
That's how Mercury retrograde has affected me. Because I love helping people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But then you get to the point where people don't care what you're doing and they want you to stop whatever you're doing and to answer to their needs. They don't care that, this is what I do for a living. I have clients. People will send you a message and ask you what they want and expect you to answer back. No boundaries, no, I don't know.
So we are starting a little late today, and I had some children things going on this morning, so we started a little late, but we are here, and bestpsychicsource.com is always here, always on, always up,
even
always
if we're
running.
late, we are still going to get it done.
Yes. So don't you guys worry. I feel like Best Psychic Source has been getting hit with questions like cray-cray lately.
Lately, yes, it's been very, very, very busy with the questions and everything. And it's the New Year's coming in. Good morning. Oh, good morning, Angie. The New Year is coming in, and we want to prepare for the New Year and things of that nature and moving forward. It's just it's a good time. It's a good time, but a different time.
Yes. And so with that, the New Year's moving in, Max. What day is New Year's? Is it on? Is New Year's Eve Monday and New Year's Day is Tuesday?
No, New Year's Eve is Sunday and New Year's Day is Monday.
Well, we're gonna be live on Monday, right? I mean, it's 5 o'clock. What else are people going to do when they're hungover but watch us, right?
Right.
Right?
Right. Yes, I'm going to say right because my best friend is going to be away. So yes. Is there somewhere for us to eat afterwards?
There's always somewhere for us to eat afterwards.
On New Year's Day?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We have to find some place to go eat. Because I'm going to be hungry.
I know. Oh, Karen Davidson said, I loved my reading yesterday. Karen, who did you get a reading from?
Seraphis.
Oh, nice.
So Karen, I'm going to send you a link so you can do a testimony for Best Psychic Source if that's okay. Thank you for taking advantage of that time with Seraphis. So this will be the last time we're on this week because I was on yesterday with Seraphis, and today we're on briefly because we won't be here that long. Monday we won't be here because it's Christmas. Merry Christmas! And we'll be here Wednesday and Thursday, and then we'll be here for New Year's.
Wait, well, we could do Thursday next week.
Yeah, we'll be here Wednesday and Thursday.
Oh, you said that. Whoops. I was here. I was present.
No, we're tired. We haven't even done our Christmas shopping.
Yesterday, I put up my Christmas tree with my boys. And so my boys are just so super duper excited.
So have you guys finished your Christmas shopping? Good morning, Shani. Shani, I saw a post that you put on Facebook the other day. Racy. I'll show it to you, Shani. Bad girl.
Why?
Oh, I can't even tell you what era she posted, but I'll show it to you. And I opened up my Facebook and I see this cartoon that Shani put up there. I was just like, okay. I said, I know I'm going to see her, so I'm going to say something.
Someone's in trouble. But do you know, Max, that the full moon is on or around New Year's?
Is it?
Yes, the full moon is around New Year's. So the full moon. So we just got done with the new moon. The new moon is a time of manifesting, of bringing in what you want into your life. The full moon is a time of releasing and getting rid of things that you want in your life. So let me tell you guys all something. During the full moon, get rid of all that you no longer want in your life, because then we're going into, hey, Happy New Year. So it's a great way to start the New Year's fresh, clean, done.
Well, what I think is that a lot of people start their New Year's fresh, clean, done, but they start losing steam around Valentine's Day. Something from January the 1st to February the 14th just puts a house on their back.
I'm going to tell you, what it is people want to see results.
But you know what the thing is that people want to see results quickly.
Yeah.
So the thing is, let's just say if you go to the gym, okay? If I go to the gym today, I don't see any results, but I got to keep going.
No.
And in the long term, it's like you, in our lives, you built up to where you are right now, whether it's good or bad. It takes a lot of change in order to be with someone or to see something new in your life. We want stuff to be instant. I was talking to a young lady today on my way in, and she said, she was going to go out on a date yesterday. And yesterday, she called him and said, I'm running a couple of minutes late. And he said, oh my God, I forgot about the date. I'm going to be 20 minutes late, And she was like, just cancel it. And I said to her, I said, well, you're going to be 5 minutes late. And he was going to be 20 minutes late. You would have had to wait 15 minutes. And she says, yeah, but, he was taking me for granted.
Oh.
And I want you guys out there to know that you have to give everyone a chance.
You have to give everyone a chance. But, if I'm important enough to you, you would remember.
This is
we would have had a message during the day, I'm super excited. I would be like, I'm super
But see,
excited for a date tonight.
You're taking it personal. It's the first time you're meeting someone. It's not really a date. It's just meeting a person.
Mm-hmm.
This is the thing.
Well, I wouldn't have canceled it, but that would have been in the back of my mind. Like,
But
how much?
It should not be in the back of your mind. You're just meeting somebody for the first time. You're asking them to switch their life to make you a main priority. That no mistakes or running late or anything can happen.
Yes.
And we all know that things can happen.
Yes,
she was
things
running
can happen,
late.
but communication. Here's what it breaks down to: is communication. There's no communication.
And humans as a whole
up.
are bad with communication.
Mm-hmm.
And humans as a whole are bad with dating. You want someone to be perfect. Like when you go to McDonald's, you want everything to be perfect. I am just saying to you guys, pay attention to your behavior. Your behavior is not where it should be. Stop taking the stuff that people do personally, because they're not doing it against you. He's not methodically sitting there. It's like, I'm going to take her for granted. I'm going to be 15 to 20 minutes late. I'll show her. What he's saying is, my life is out of control. I need to have better boundaries or have better time constraints or time things. It's not about her. But you guys are so stuck in a human condition, it's kind of fucking your life up, just saying.
Just saying. I'm saying there just needed to be communication. Communication.
Yes, but now
all
they'll
day.
never have a chance to work on it. I was speaking to a friend of mine the other day, and he's like, I'm in my relationship, and me and my wife are having a great time. It took us a long time to get to this point where we're just having a great time with each other. We know each other, we communicate well, we don't act out with each other. I'm just saying, if you want to have a good relationship, a great relationship, okay, you have to open the realm of communication. Now, the same thing I said to my client, you were supposed to come see me at Saturday at 10 o'clock. And you called me, you said, I'm running 15 minutes late. Should I have said, I'll see you later?
Mm-hmm.
You can't have your appointment. Same thing. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Because her appointment was important, she's just running late.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's fine. Her appointment's important, but she's just running late. But, like, I just think that with this date, per se, and if it was a first date, that means there was not a first date, a first meet, that means there was plenty of communication there to bring a draw that, there should have been communication the day of. It shouldn't have been left for anybody to have forgotten. A lot of people
don't know how to communicate. People as a whole do not know how to communicate. And unless you can be impeccable with your word each and every time, that's where you're going to be. So I'm just asking you guys, if you're going to make changes, make the change of communicating, not only with your partner, your mates, with your family, your friends. Communication is big. It's stellar. You have people, you're thinking one thing, and it's not that way.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what's going on in a person's life or what's going on with them. You're taking it personally.
But I find too with people is that people need that instant
gratification.
Not just instant gratification, but like people. Okay, so let's break communication down even further. Okay, let's say via texting. Okay, somebody sends you a text message, and you reply, and then they reply, and then you reply, even though what they said was something stupid like LOL. You have to reply for the communication to continue. Some people don't. Okay, LOL. It's always got to be like this back and forth thing.
Once again. But I like the way Medea says it. Once again, texting is not a good form of communication. Instead of me texting back and forth with my client this morning, I called her. Mm-hmm. One, I have too much to say to be texting to you. I don't want you texting to me. I want you to call me. If you have anything to say to me and you send me a text that's 3 pages long, I'm not reading it, okay? Because texting is not a communication. And you don't a way to communicate. And you don't want to send a psychic your text message, because then I got to sit through what your emotions are, what you're feeling. And then if you lie to me, I'm going to call you on it. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not communication. And I'm always going to teach my clients that's just inappropriate. Texting is, I'm on my way, here's a funny joke, or just something, but it's not, I don't want 3 paragraphs in a text. No, that's ridiculous.
But you know what though? Here's the thing is, okay, so then we have to come into being able to accept change, because we are now in a modern day society where texting and that kind of communication is what everybody does. Nobody communicates via...
If you want to be with me, you got to have a J-O-B. No. If you want to be with me, if I was dating, and you would need to communicate with me. You would need to speak to me verbally. I don't care if you have to get a coloring book out and we have to interpret it that way. I need you to speak to me. Do you know I had clients who were doing this Mercury in retrograde. I have clients who are not, one is a talker and the other one's a texter. And so he says to her, well, we can have this argument, but I need to text you because in my generation we text and in your generation you talk. What? So you're talking, your partner's just sitting there texting you?
But here's the thing is sometimes people feel more comfortable, okay? Sometimes people, so for me, okay, sometimes when words are coming at me, like somebody is verbally talking to me, it takes me time to process things before I can get them out. Where sometimes when I sit down and I type out an email and send it over, I have time to make sure that I am saying the right things and not saying things on a flash, on a dime, and things can come out incorrectly. I think that they need to meet in the middle.
I understand that, but in an adult relationship, you need one-on-one communication and conversation.
Yes.
And you need to sit with that person, especially if you love them.
Mm-hmm.
You need to sit with them until you can get it. And if things are coming at you, that means that person is speaking to you in a way that's inappropriate, and you have to take a break from that and say, hey, I need to come back and revisit this when we can communicate. The same way that we're communicating now, whether we agree or not, we are communicating in a way that you shouldn't have to go to a computer and send me an email because you are afraid to say, this is how I feel and this is how I'm taking it. Because then, if you tell me that right now, whatever it is you're feeling, I can address it. Okay? And then we can come back and talk about it later.
But we're gonna say this and then we've got to wrap this up.
We gotta leave you guys
with a quick warning. When somebody says something, people 9 times out of 10 say the first thing that comes to their mind without properly processing it. They let things slide out of their mouth, and then later they're like, not so much that they regret it, but they think, oh, I really wish that I could have said it this way. I really wish. And when you're in conversations, yes, then things can move a little bit slower and you have time to process things. But when you're in like a relationship and you guys are trying to figure things out and you're trying to move things,
and that's
things
why
aren't
you need
that
to
slow.
work harder at communication. As a rule, I'm going to say all of you guys, a lot of people, 97% of the people in the world are bad with communication because you're not listening to understand, you're listening to respond. And you should not be listening to respond. You should be listening to understand where that person is coming from. And as people, we speak to each other inappropriately. We're mean, we use sarcasm, we want to make the other person feel like they're dumb or not smart, or a lot of us have fear.
Sarcasm is, I will say, the number one thing that everybody loves it. Like, why does everybody? Yes, I can understand sarcasm can be funny, and it can be.
It's not funny. It's a fear, and it touches someone in a negative way. It will hurt Sarcasm hurts anyone that's on the opposite end receiving it. It is painful. If you think sarcasm is funny, when you give it to somebody you love, you don't really love that person. You just give it, you might as well just take a knife and cut them. Sarcasm is mean. That's just me. But there's that heart thing that I have going on. You look at the things that you have experienced and the things that you've done, and you say, okay, I could have said that a better way. I have to look at things, and I'm all for looking at things, but I am all for being vulnerable and saying, you know what, I shouldn't have said that. And I will apologize to people, but sometimes it's different because when you're psychic, you see where that person should be and you see where they're taking themselves. So sometimes you're trying to save them from taking themselves somewhere crazy. Or you see where they are going and where they should be and how other people are trying to jump in or move them out of the way. And that happens. Well,
today was a short one. Thank you everybody for tuning in.
And I see you real soon.
KEY.
Because we absolutely love you.
Have a wonderful winter solstice today, guys. Really take this time, take the darkness, and go within. That's exactly what I am trying to do today, to go within. And Mercury comes out of retrograde tomorrow, but give it a few extra days just to kind of balance back. And have a fabulous Hanukkah. Came out yesterday. Everybody was done with Hanukkah yesterday. So everything's getting pretty wrapped up here, ready for the new year. But we will see you on Thursday.
And I just want to say something really, really quick. Cheryl said, I found that sometimes if conversations are one-sided or aggressive, it is easier to write them down to be heard. Cheryl, if you're in a conversation that is one-sided or aggressive, like I was saying earlier, no matter what you write down, that person is going to be one-sided or aggressive. So you are never going to be able to have that conversation unless you say to them, I need you to hear me. Aggression and one-sidedness is a block that needs to be dropped. Mm-hmm. And whether you write them a letter or not, they still don't hear you because they're going to think that they're right. So you either have to wait until that person has finished and ask for your space without any interruptions, because one-sided aggressive people are mean, they have anger issues, and they're putting up walls and blocks. Speak to others as you would like to be spoken to. And that's the thing. Stop talking down to people. Stop making people feel bad. All right, that's my last word for the day. Thank you guys. Have a great day.
Happy Thursday.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry